G'day, Max team. It's your old mate, Father Simon. It's been 12 whole Sundays since we've met together as a church. That's unbelievable, isn't it? And we're all missing each other. And I pray we get back together soon. The day of Pentecost, the day the Spirit came, and he gave a whole heap of gifts to his church. The gift of speaking in the languages of heaven, the gift of dreaming and having visions from the Spirit, to know about situations here and now and to know about the future sometimes. The gift of speaking about the Bible and applying it to what's happening in our life today. The gift of talking about Jesus and his death and resurrection, and the gift of having incredible faith and having a word of wisdom or knowledge, the ability to lay hands on people and pray for them and see them healed. There's a whole enormous bag of gifts that the Spirit has to give to the church. Now, I can't make that happen. It's the Spirit's job, and they're his gifts to give. And if you want those gifts, you got to ask. Father, please give me a greater measure of your Spirit. Please give me the gifts of your Spirit so that I can serve Jesus in the world. But we can do something fun today. That's God's job to give you those gifts, not mine. But I can pray with you. But it's there's something I can do today, and that's something that I reckon is a bit of fun. Have you ever thought about what it sounded like on the day of Pentecost? Now, if you watch some of the scenes from the movie Twister, or you watch the start of the movie Top Gun and turn the volume right up, I reckon you might start to get an idea of what it's like. And if you came to church on this day last year, you will have heard me play that sound from the start of the movie Top Gun and turn it right up loud so that people had their hands over their head because it was so loud. But we can do something at home. And Katrina has helped come up with this idea. Check it out. Come on. You ever seen this stuff? Crepe paper. This has been around since I was a wee lad. Look at that. Oh, that's probably... We can get a length of crepe paper, and then we can get the old scissors. If you want to live dangerously, run with scissors, but if you don't want to get in trouble with mum or dad, don't run with scissors, and use them under supervision. All right, we're going to cut that sucker in half. And then we're going to get another one. See, there's a couple there that Katrina's cut up earlier. And then we get another length of crepe paper and cut her in half. And then we're going to get some sticky tape. All right. We're going to whack a bit of sticky tape on there, bang it on like that. All right. Might even help to do this as a team because I can never find the end of the sticky tape when I cut it. All right. And if you've got a fan in your house, now you might have to cut this to length, but if you've got a fan in your house and you're allowed to do this without getting busted, check this out. We're going to sticky tape that to the end of the fan. All right, here we go again. Here's another one. All right, Max team, you want to just sticky tape those to the top of your fan. Better figure out first which way direction the fan goes. Now, on that day, there was an enormous sound so loud that the whole city came rushing to this particular spot where Jesus' friends had been hiding out. They were still a bit afraid about what might happen to them, but they were also hiding out because Jesus told them to go and pray that he would fill his promise to send the Holy Spirit. So even though he said he would do it, they had to pray as well. So God says he'll do something, but also they had to do something. They had to pray. They had to ask for the Holy Spirit to come. And so they were locked up in that room for 10 days. And then there was this loud sound. And these looks like tongues of fire came down on each person in the room, and it looked like they were on fire, like they were on Dragon Ball Z, or, like a Super Saiyan. It must have been amazing. And then they all burst out of the room and started singing and praying. And it was loud. So the whole city came running. And you know what they heard when they came running? They heard the message about Jesus' death and resurrection. And thousands of people became Christians on that day. How cool is that? Well, friends, you don't want to hear me talking all day. Let's hear what this sounds like. All right, Max team, let's crank it up. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Fast. Faster. Fastest. You may not hear it on the video, but gee, it's loud in here. Multiply that by thousands, and that's the day of Pentecost.
God is awesome.